So I ended up going to Blicks yesterday, and I bought some new art supplies because, you know, art supplies. I got a number 3 Windsor-Newton. We'll try that one out. 03. SOR Newton. I'm going to try out this pen. Which seems to be pretty fine. Let's try this one. And I got a derwent line marker. Went line marker. That's actually really nice. I don't know how long they're lasting, but that's what I got. And then also, I'm going to show you them too. I got some woodless charcoal pencils. I got a 6B. And a 4B. I just broke it. That's fine. I was playing with it yesterday and I made too fine of a point, so that's how that works. The 4B is darker. It just runs off easier. So we're gonna play with them today. I'll show you them. Another thing that I got was Intense Paint Pan Pocket. What they're doing is they're not selling these anymore, so they wanted to get rid of them, so I got them for $1.58 a piece. It don't look like it, but those are 2 different colors. And when they told me they were $1.58 a piece, I'm like, oh, because I had picked out 6 of them for like $2.60 or something like that. And then they told me they're $1.58 a piece. It's like, oh, okay, well, fine, I better go get 6 more. So I did. And the Inktense, you can use them like a soft pastel, like a dry pastel. But you can also use them as a watercolor, and I'll go over that really quick here. So you get them wet, and my friend gave me this extended point Fumi. It's actually pretty cool for painting with. But what we're gonna do with this, and back to the Inktense. Now I'm getting away with myself. I have the palette number 1 and the palette number 2, which I do use. And I also have the pencils. But I never had any blocks. So, and apparently from what I hear now, I probably won't ever get any more than what I already have right here, which is the way it is. Okay, so now dig out my water, and we'll show you a little bit of this. They're water soluble. Okay, probably shouldn't have put the blue on top of there. There you go. So you can add them to your painting. I don't think these are. These are not water soluble. These are just, well, they will run around if you want them to run around. It's just that. Okay, so we're having a little bit too much fun. And so I'm kind of excited to see what I can do with these. And then the other thing that I got were these oil pastels. Now, I have oil pastels because you've seen me do things with them, but I don't have Van Gogh. And these were on sale if I bought 6 of them. It's like, okay, fine, I'll buy 6. That's how they get you. Because one of them is way more expensive than 6. So this cost like almost $15. And this cost $2.99. It's pretty cheap, but it's fine. So let's just try them out. Not too shabby. I mean, if you want to try something out, they're not super soft, so they're more easier to control, and it gives you something to do. And I'm going to put these on here and see how they react with. Let's try this one with this one. See, that blends in there pretty good. It might be interesting to make something out of these. We'll have to draw some kind of a picture with them. But these are not too bad. And they don't smell, because I had some before that was, I don't want to say names because that's pretty nice. Okay, let's rub them in. Oh, that's not too bad. You eventually run out of fingers when you do this, but I mean, these would be a great starter for making something. Yeah. All right, and then we have Van Gogh. The numbers of the pictures are there. And it feels kind of like the craypas. And they are also a harder pastel. And they blend nice. As opposed to, I have Selenier, and these are very soft. Goobery like. Oh yeah, very soft. Not much rubbing in there, they just go. Where if I still can blend them together. So these might be a nice addition to my Selenier pastels. Very nice. So that's that. So yeah, and another thing too is I went and got myself a a picture of a really cool, I'm not sure exactly what kind of bird this is. My friend told me it was a green crane or whatever. Anyway, this bird was only about maybe 8 inches tall. It was 9 inches tall. It was really short. And it's like, okay, so that's pretty cool. And I decided that I needed that. I needed a picture of that bird, and it was so sweet. So I printed out a picture of this bird, and I wanted to draw it on one of my art books, which happens to be right here. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try it right here, and we're gonna use the 6B pencil. And another thing too is I want to draw it upside down, because I was reading somewhere where if you draw something upside down, you may get it better. I have no clue. I don't know. For me, it's pretty early in the morning, and I probably need to not be drawing something so early in the morning. All I know is it was a beautiful, beautiful bird, and I wish I'd have got a better photograph of it, but I'm pretty sure I can find it on the interwebs. And its back comes up and down, and it has these long feathers. And it was sitting on a log. And short, fluffy. Yeah. That's basically my bird. And we're going to paint it in. And I think we are going to use where's my orange? We're going to use some of these ink tints. Paints. And he had some dark eye. Just to show you how that works. And obviously he didn't have a blue beak, but we're going to give him a blue beak. And I don't have black ink black. I do have ink black right here on my ink tints. So we're going to go in here. And that's a little bit too much water. Let it run. We're not going to have that happen. That'll work. And then there's these feather, and they're kind of, I want to say they're gray. Racing green. They're like gray, but not Payne's gray. So we're going to give them a blue hue, which is, we're going to start with this. And because I want to use these. And yes, the feathers on this bird are really long. And in the years I was in Virginia, I never found any feathers on the ground from these. So I don't know. They probably, when they lose them, they probably lose them in the water. We need some more shadow here. There we go. And then we have this log that's down here. So we're going to get that wet. I'll put some purple on it. And this bird has orange feet. So let's go ahead and give him some orange feet. Just the idea of some orange feet. And the thing about that is we get rid of some of that water. We can actually extend those. We're definitely going to be doing this again. And there's only one thing left to do. There was green water. The water was green. Dark green. So yes. That is a beautiful color. It's called 1600. Not sure if I even have it. Because in here, they give you names, but not numbers. So we're just gonna do it like this. Huh, there you go. Now on this particular painting, I could outline it with this marker, but I wonder if I wouldn't ruin it. But we're gonna do it anyways. And that's how they were. I mean, they're kind of regal. I'm going to go with that. They feel regal. And their beak was pointy because when you go fishing, you definitely need to find those, you can catch the fish that way. There you go. All right, I have my keyboard and I have a bird. Life is good. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.